Good morning, scrappers, scrapettes, planet lovers, everybody else, and all the really cool people who I work with here on TikTok and YouTube. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a lot of banging and a lot of noise. I was set up outside to do my live, and it's so noisy out I can't possibly do it. So, I figured I'd show you what I've got put in the store. And again, if you order from my eBay store, which is CT Band Instruments, I have an e-scrap department. Always just mention that you're one of my subscribers. I'll always throw a few extra goodies in there. Trouble with eBay is commissions and shipping. If you're local in the Connecticut area, you're welcome to come see me. My new website is going to be thecomputerscrapper.com. That is still under construction. For those of you who don't know, we're having a lot of work done at the house. I have to have my kitchen and bathroom completely gutted and renovated due to a flood. So if you don't hear from me, it's just because I'm really tied up with that garbage. Anywho, you can hear how noisy it is here right now, right? Now I'm in the house. Scrappy Dean needs a long vacation. Okay, so we have a pound of very nice Goldfinger cards. Goldfinger cards in general, guys, are very good for precious metal recovery. They don't have the IC chips on them like the RAM has, but you've got really good gold fingers. And you could actually trim the gold fingers and then sell it as trimmed Goldfinger cards. BoardSort buys them that way. I don't like to cut boards, and I don't like to use those kind of tools. Cutting these is very dangerous. There's a lot of copper and stuff in there, so you don't want to do that. But you could easily cut these gold fingers off and, resell the board as a trimmed gold finger card. These are all the connector ends that I've been working on the past couple of days. I've got a pound ready. These came out of the older Dell modules. I've already cleaned these, so you don't really have much to do at all. They are very, very high quality for gold recovery. I've got a pound of those ready. These are gold connector ends, gold-filled connector ends. Also very nice. And we got these off the old, those Dell Blade servers. So I have a pound of those. This is gold-fingered shielded RAM. These heat shields are super easy to take off. You can hit it with a hair dryer. It'll loosen the thermal paste that's under there, and you can just pry it apart, and you'll get a nice chunky stick of server RAM under there. You could do the same thing with these, by the way. You could trim the gold fingers and then just sell it as trimmed RAM. For me, no thanks. These I did change. I had these as Goldfinger cards. I've changed them to a peripheral high-grade board. Super rich in gold recovery. I've changed them into my peripheral board category. And I'm just more comfortable selling it that way. This is copper. And again, nice Goldfinger cards. You can certainly trim them and then sell it as a peripheral board, if you so choose. And again, guys, if you order from the eBay store, please mention that you're one of my subscribers so I can toss you in some extra goodies. These are pinless CPUs. These actually came from those IBM Blade servers. It's beautiful gold, but that's what they're going to grade as. Non-pin CPU with a metal back. I've got a pound of those. Those are the IBM ones. Ow. These are Xeon pinless CPUs for gold recovery. I've got a couple of pounds of those. I've got everything in 1 pound bags. Just so I can grab it and go, Got a lot of the Xeon ones. And and another pound of the IBM. So it looks like I've got 2 pounds of the IBM ones and at least 3 pounds of the Xeons. You know, I can sell them to Board Sort. It's not that I have a problem selling them, but I like to try to make them available for you guys when and where I can. I won't get a live up today. There's just too much commotion at the house. We've got a beautiful oak tree. It's 125 years old. It is on my neighbor's property, but it's sick, and they decided to try and cut the dead branches away. So within about 3 minutes, 3 minutes before 11, it's going to get noisy again. So I wanted to make sure I at least said good morning, happy Sunday, God bless everybody, and you know, I figured this would be a good thing to show you. Something else that's on my itinerary, and again, I was set up to do this outside, but the noise level is not going to be conducive. I've got a lot of computer boards ready to kind of try to show you some of the new grading process and what's happened. I'll show you what I have, and I do have that prepared. I'll probably wind up posting that as a video, because I just don't know if I'm going to get a live in today, because it's going to be too noisy. All right, everybody take care. Happy hunting. Again, if you're in the Connecticut area, call me, make an appointment, and I'll be glad to deal with you directly. If you see things in here that you like, I do accept PayPal. I can send you an invoice through PayPal. It'll be a little bit cheaper than eBay because I won't have to charge the commission and listing fees and everything else. If there's a particular product you're looking for, and please don't say RAM because I just don't have any more. Everybody wants RAM. And, you know, I just don't have any more to sell right now. I have the shielded RAM, which you can certainly clean up. And it's just as good as the other. I just don't have time right now. I could. It would change $10 a pound to $30 a pound if you take the heat shields off. It's worth the effort. I just don't have the time right now. Anyway, I think I've also got a pound of pin CPUs down in the basement that's also up for sale. Take care of yourselves, everybody. I don't mean to sound like a commercial, but you guys have been asking me about, you know, what material might be available, and this is it. All right, have a good Sunday, everybody. Bye-bye.